Hi, welcome to my personal visualization practice for health and rewiring my brain. I am sharing these in case anyone else can benefit from them. Today's visualization is going to be about planting a vegetable garden. The morning sun is rising gently. Its golden light spills over the horizon and it is bathing my small patch of earth in warmth. I step into the garden barefoot and I feel the cool, soft grass tickle the soles of my feet. The texture of the grass underfoot creates a soothing and tranquil feeling in me that causes my mind to quiet as a sense of balance and alignment returns to me. I take a deep breath as I get grounded. The air is fresh, carrying the faint sweetness of blossoming wildflowers and the clean, earthy scent of dew-soaked soil. Birds chatter softly in the trees at the edge of the yard. Their melodies mingle with the faint rustle of trees in the breeze. In my hands, I carry a tray of both seedlings and seeds, tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, carrots, and marigolds. Today, this humble little piece of earth will become a haven of life and color. I set the tray down beside me. I kneel down and I run my hands through the soil, marveling at its texture. It's cool and crumbly, with just enough moisture to cling slightly to my fingers. The sensation grounds me, drawing me fully into the present moment. I start with the tomatoes. Their slender stems tremble as I lift the first seedling. Its leaves are a vibrant green color. I dig a small hole. My trowel cuts through the soil with a soft crunch. The earthy scent intensifies as I scoop out the dirt, and I pause for a moment. I inhale deeply. This is the smell of life, of growth, of potential. I cradle the tomato seedling in my hands, whispering encouragement to it as I nestle it into its new home. "You're gonna grow so strong here," I say softly. I press the soil around its base, firm but gentle, and then I reach for the watering can. The water streams out in a delicate arc, glistening in the sunlight before soaking into the earth. The peppers come next. Their leaves are smooth and shiny. I give each seedling its own space, imagining the vibrant, crunchy peppers that they are going to produce. As I plant them, a butterfly flutters by, its wings a mosaic of orange and black. It hovers briefly over the garden before moving on, as though blessing the work in progress. The cucumbers go in near the trellis that I've set up. Their vines seem eager, already curving slightly as I place them in the soil. I picture them climbing upward, their leaves spreading wide and their fruit hanging like green lanterns. The thought makes me smile. And now for the carrots. I draw shallow rows in the soil and scatter the tiny seedlings. They're so small. It's hard to believe that they are going to grow into long, sweet roots beneath the ground. As I cover them lightly with soil, a bee buzzes past, stopping to investigate the lavender at the edge of the garden. Its hum is steady and reassuring, a reminder of the unseen work that is happening all around me. Finally, I plant the marigolds. Their cheerful yellow and orange blossoms will not only brighten the garden, but also help keep the pests away. I place them along the border, imagining how their fiery blooms will contrast beautifully with the deep greens of the vegetables. As I press the last one into the soil, I notice a cute little ladybug crawling along the edge of a marigold leaf. Its tiny red shell glints in the sunlight, and I take it as a good omen. When all the planting is done, I sit back on my heels and I take a moment to soak it all in. The garden isn't much yet, just rows of seedlings and freshly turned earth, but it already feels alive. The sun is higher now, warming my back, and the breeze carries the faint, peppery scent of the marigolds. I look around, taking in the beauty of the world beyond the garden. The trees sway gently, their leaves whispering secrets to the wind. In the distance, I hear the soft gurgle of the creek that runs behind the yard. A robin lands nearby, cocking its head as it watches me, its red breast vivid against the green grass. I lie back on the ground, letting the coolness of the earth seep into my skin. The sky above is a perfect blue, streaked with the faintest wisps of clouds. I close my eyes and I listen. The garden hums with life. The chirping of crickets, the distant call of a woodpecker, the occasional buzz of a bee. I feel completely at peace. The worries of the world seem far away, replaced by the simple joy of planting, of nurturing something that will grow and thrive. My heart swells with gratitude for the soil, the sun, the gentle rhythm of nature. As I lie there, breathing in the fresh, fragrant air, I feel a deep connection to the earth, to something timeless and unchanging. This little garden is more than just a patch of vegetables and flowers. It's a sanctuary, a reminder of the beauty and abundance that surrounds us if we only take the time to look. I open my eyes and I sit up, brushing the dirt from my hands. The garden stretches before me, full of potential and promise. In this moment, everything feels right. And I know I found a small piece of tranquility here, in the heart of nature. I sit quietly in the cool, soft grass, letting the sounds of the garden wash over me. It all feels like a symphony, as if nature itself is celebrating this moment. My gaze lingers on the neat rows of seedlings and fresh planted seeds. The dark soil, a perfect canvas for the green life beginning to emerge. I close my eyes once more and I imagine this moment as a color. If it were a color, it would be a deep, vibrant green, the kind of green that glows with life, rich and full, like the first shoots of spring breaking through the soil. It's not just a color of the garden, it's a color of connection, of growth and renewal. And if this scene were a feeling, it would be joy. Not the loud, fleeting kind, but a quiet, steady joy that feels rooted and deep within me. It's the kind of joy that makes my chest feel warm, like sunlight spilling into a room on a cool morning. It's the joy of being exactly where I need to be and knowing that my hands and the soil and the plants are all part of something bigger. I take another deep breath, Filling my lungs with the crisp morning air, I imagine that vibrant green color glowing softly in my chest. It radiates outward like ripples on a small pond. With each breath, I feel it spreading, a warmth that moves into my shoulders and down my arms and through my fingertips. It flows to my legs and my feet, grounding me to the earth. And this feeling of joy grows within it, filling every part of me too. I picture the green light wrapping gently around my heart, softening the edges of worry and settling into a steady rhythm. My muscles relax. My mind quiets and I feel a profound sense of calm, as though the garden itself is breathing with me. I open my eyes slowly, the sunlight feeling even warmer on my skin now. The green of the plants seem brighter, the flowers more vibrant. The world around me feels alive, humming with energy and possibility. This feeling of joy and peace and connection, it stays with me, like the lingering scent of basil on my fingers. I let the green color and this feeling of joy settle deeper into me, imagining it as part of myself, something I can carry with me wherever I go. It's not just the garden that's alive, it's me too. And for that, I am deeply, profoundly grateful. In this moment, everything feels whole. Everything feels right. And I know that as the plants grow, so will this sense of connection and of peace, spreading like roots through every part of me.